y'all. It's your girl, Typical Tat, a.k.a. Tetsu with D.
It's your girl, Yaya the Great One, a.k.a. Vasilisa G.
Ooh, that sounded smooth. And we're back again with another episode. And today, we're going to talk about inclusion versus diversity
and tokenism. Yes.
So let's get into it. Let me get comfortable. I brought a blanket today.
I think no. What did that guy say on Instagram? I need to start using logic.
Somebody came for us in the comments.
Instead of saying I feel, I said it right. I think instead of being emotional with my words, I need to be more logical. So I don't feel. I think. Shout out to you, whoever you are.
Big shouts out to you.
White America has diversity, inclusion, and tokenism confused. And I don't think that we should strive for inclusion. Can you look up the definition of inclusion just in case? So I know, or
inclusion. Well, yeah. Being inclusive is having everybody. You're acknowledging everybody.
Yeah.
In a sense.
I don't think that we should strive for inclusivity. I think we should strive for diversity, but not inclusivity.
Okay.
Because I feel like with I think I'm getting there. I think.
Let me shout that man out.
I think when we strive for inclusivity, it leads to tokenism, because you could have a white, black, Asian, Spanish, Pacific Island person, but then when they come to these different places, they aren't allowed to be themselves, except the white people, of course.
Or it's like the runt of the joke, or it's
like they have to kind of like assimilate to the environment that they're in. And that's not fair, because if you're bringing people because they have different backgrounds, then you should want them to be different, so that they can, provide them their differences to the environment, to the group, or whatever setting they're in. So I think that inclusivity is not to be strived for. Before I continue.
Okay. But you want me to see the definition, like the full definition?
So that, we're using logic and not
going off our emotions.
Yes.
Big
yes. We're learning. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And if you want to see his comment, because I will not delete nobody's comments, it's under our most recent. No, it's under the DNA.
Yeah.
Mandatory DNA test after childbirth.
While you look that up, I want to just say that I understand why men would want that, but I think they should do it without telling their significant other. Like for me, myself, and I, Beyonce, hello. If you're going to do that, I wouldn't want to know. Like, send that to your mama's house, send that to your auntie's house, send that to your ex-girlfriend's house. Like, I don't...
Whoa, why are we bringing her back?
I'm just saying, like, make sure that I don't see that, because the day I see that is the day that you aren't going to see me ever again.
But that's why you make it mandatory, so you don't have to have those clashing beliefs. If the doctor just says this is just protocol.
I know, but until it's mandatory, this is how I'm going to feel. So y'all sign a law, petition, y'all make it mandatory.
I did sign that petition. That petition exists, and I signed it like 2 years ago.
Well, send me the petition and I'll sign it, okay?
The funny thing is, I think I did. But I don't even know how I found it. I don't remember. But anyways, there was another... Oh, yeah. There was another place that had that this same argument out there. I just don't know what podcast that was. All right, so this is inclusivity. The practice or policy of providing equal access to opportunities and resources for people who might otherwise be excluded or marginalized, such as those having physical or intellectual disabilities or belonging to another minority group.
So I feel... So I think that what I'm saying for myself stands. Like, I'm not backing down on that. I don't want exclusivity. I want diversity.
Even if it's saying equal access.
But nothing is it really ever equal?
No, I know, but I'm just saying based on the definition.
It's not. I mean, everything on paper sounds amazing, but if we're talking about the practice of it, it doesn't make sense. And that's why when we go to places and we see a black person, we're just like, thank you, God, I'm not alone. You make those eye contact, like, good, you good?
Yeah. So for the definition of it, I agree, but for the reality of it, I don't think that it's being practiced.
It ain't it at all.
Yeah. I would want it to be practiced, but as far as like social media or shows go, they have this inclusivity kind of run on every episode or whatever. They have this token black guy, token Chinese guy, or whatever. But it's just to show. It's just the
because we never really get to know who they really are. We see them as supporting characters and how they are out here helping out the protagonist, right? Yeah. But we don't see their lives. We don't see their relationship. We don't see their struggles. We don't see anything about them. So that's not enough for me to be like, okay, well, at least they had a black person. Well, we don't know their hopes, their dreams, and what they want to do. We don't know anything. We just know that they're here supporting this character here who's probably white. And I don't like that.
So are you more for the shows like, is that show called Off the Boat? Fresh Off the Boat?
Yeah.
Where it's more...
yes. Yes. I'm for sure shows like that because it shows you who they really are and what they do in their daily base. Hopefully the writers are also, of that ethnicity, because that wouldn't make sense at all.
The world may never know. Or
I mean, a quick Google search, but no, we're not doing that right now.
No.
But yeah, no, I'm for shows like that, and that's why I'm for shows like Insecure, because baby, the way she wrote up my life without my permission, it be hurting me sometimes. It really does. Like, Issa, you hurt my feelings.
The way she wrote about many people's lives.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's sad. People really be going through it.
Yes. And you're, as the writer, you're able to pull in from not only your own personal experience, but the other people who are around you, their personal experience, because you're not going to be ignorant to it. Like, oh, but why did you let that happen? Or like, what, just ask dumb questions. Like, you're going to understand, like, oh yeah, you're going to understand. And when I watch shows, I mean, you would think that me being the way that I am, especially if you know me, like, I'm very pro-black, that I would enjoy watching things like that. But when I watch a show, I'm trying to escape my reality. Hello, I'm human. So I was watching Walker and, with my husband, Jared Padalecki. He's in there. He's a protagonist. And his partner is this Mexican girl. Okay, yay, women empowerment, diversity, awesome.
That was genuine.
This lady said, us people of color, us colored people. She was telling that to a black man, us colored people. And I even I made a poll on my Instagram, and some people were like, yes, other people who are not black are colored people. If y'all seen our last video with Bishop, I went to the person I know who knows everything about this, okay? I'm like, am I going crazy? Or
I would say people of color. I think that's why they come up with that other term, people of color, to classify. When like, there was a lady, an Indian speaker, and she said that, and she said people of color, my brown and black sisters, but brown was more so encompassing. I know black people are not the color black, but brown was more encompassing for her
people. Yeah.
So I think that's where people of color comes from. But back in the day, it wasn't saying colored people, and they were thinking that it was a Hispanic lady and I know that it wasn't even in that degree that there was that many maybe Hispanic people who were here or anything like that. But that's not what that was being pushed against. And there were signs where it said no colored people, and then specific towards other ethnicities, like no Mexicans, no Chinese, no this. So it wasn't just like, so if you were a black Chinese person, those were for both of you. But as a Chinese person, it just fell under that ethnicity. It just fell under something.
It did. No Irish.
It was more so targeted towards that.
Y'all were not colored people.
Yeah.
So when she said that, I'm like, I want to know who the fucking writers are. so that I can cuss them out. Because why you had this this Mexican lady saying us people are not colored people, girl, what you know about
what clip I want to put right here?
What?
What was the lady when she said, "Don't say that word"?
Oh,
Tammy. She said, "Don't say that word." And then the Hispanic lady was like, "You can't say that.
nigga. You can't say
that." And she's like, "You don't say anything."
They have my girl stressed
but
out.
It's almost understandable because I can see where her frustration is. Mm-hmm. Because with that all-inclusive of being people of color, some lines get blurred from the experiences that Black people had to endure.
Ooh. Let's just talk. It happened a couple days ago with the fudge. It's in my, with the school and how they don't want to, how they want to take race out. What is it called? Affirmative action.
Mm-hmm. What do they want to take out?
They took out affirmative action.
In Florida? Is this what?
No, with schools like colleges, like I think Harvard, other elite schools. So, and that's why I say people, fuck allies, okay? That shit don't exist. Because the people who are fighting for that shit the most were Asian people. They do not give a fuck about us. And when you look at the data, the people who go to these schools are mostly white people, but they're upset. These other minorities are upset when Black people go in there and they feel like, oh, these Black people are taking my spot. But it's like, if majority is still white people, shouldn't your fight be with white people and not the minorities who were almost able to get in? And now affirmative action has been taken out.
So y'all are happy? That mean for HBCUs?
Child, I mean, white people been coming to HBCUs already.
They cross. They cross.
That's not a problem for them. I mean, every space is their safe space. So
inclusivity, equal opportunity.
So it's just like
unity.
There's no fuck that shit. There's no unity at all. And it was like a whole bunch of, because I was watching the news with Dad, and it was like a whole bunch of Asian people with signs talking about like they want to get rid of it, and I'm like, bro, y'all are fucking my head up. Like, y'all really think these white people want y'all in the same place with them? Y'all really think that they care about y'all?
If anything, it's more tolerable if that's...
They're going to use you.
It's more...
Until they can't use you no more, and then be like, we don't want to be with them anymore. And I don't understand this hate that the whole world has against Black people, especially Black Americans. That's really weird. That's really weird that you think that this person is less, and
I don't
that
think
you
you're
can't
ever
even
going to understand that,
and that you don't even want to send your kids to the same school as them, or you don't even want your people around their people.
You're never going to understand that.
That's weird.
You should never understand that.
What did God say? That what did He say? He said, "The one with no sins cast the first stone." All these other races, y'all have murderers, y'all have rapists, y'all have pedophiles, y'all have bad people. But yeah, when it comes to the Black community, Black people, it's just like, for some reason, when we have those people in our community, it's amplified. It's like, this is why we don't fuck with them at all. So y'all don't have bad people in y'all community at all? And somebody who's, and y'all are educated, right? Y'all are educated, they're educated?
Civilized, if you will.
Y'all are educated, so why do you not understand? Why don't y'all put two and two together? Why are Black people in this predicament? And why are we still in this predicament right now? If you were smart, you would understand that. Y'all are going to school. Y'all paying millions and millions of dollars to go to school, and y'all still don't understand. Y'all not putting two and two together. It doesn't make sense at all. It's not adding up to me at all whatsoever.
I don't think.
And the hate is
I think it's chopped down to what I said a while back. I said that a good bit of them understand that but choose to ignore it, because once I acknowledge it and
you
actually
wanted to date an Asian person,
I said love was love.
Yeah, fuck that shit, because love is not love.
And you said it like there was actually this Asian man that I was like, oh my God. But I didn't have nobody in mind, because I was not somebody who dated. Like, I really thought dating was just so stupid at such a young age, because I was like, y'all are just swapping partners at this point. It's a waste of time. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
But I knew eventually I would want to, you know, have somebody and start a companionship. But I was like, I don't know what body that person comes in.
Yeah.
I don't know what color they'll be. I don't know what ethnicity they come from. I don't know. All I know is I'm capable of loving them as long as they are capable of loving me. That's what I thought. This is how I understood love to be.
And that would be perfect in a utopia.
Yes. And in my mind, clearly I was living in a utopia. Can I also add, at the age of like 12, I thought at 18 I would have my own car, my own house. Like, I was delusional. I thought all that stuff would be paid for. Clearly, I was not. I didn't know.
Period.
12-year-old me would be mad right now, livid. But now I understand how a lot of mixing can be detrimental for that child's upbringing, just because of them having like, what is it? Identity crises or crises. But and just having to feel like they have to choose between the two, or not being exposed to their culture, like to its full extent, or feeling like they might have to hide something because the grandparents that they might be with are like, don't talk about that when we go to the dinner. And it's like, this is very hard. I'm having to, there's this rift. And I would fault the people who are putting these children in these predicaments. The kid is not asking to be born in a situation like that. But now it's more, I can understand why, because she said in high school, whatever
been saying it,
your mom's church, well,
don't you put my Hebrew business out?
I didn't put no full government out, but what they were saying is like to stay within your
community,
your
like,
community,
to
reproduce.
People are going to hate me, but I'm gonna just say it,
just gonna let it out.
Like,
no one's gonna agree with everything we say.
They're not. They're gonna be like, "This is a hateful person. She hate mixed people." Listen, what did Dr. Umar say? Is there a mixed chocolate milk? Let's take the birds. Let's take the fishes.
Fish.
The fish? It's not fishes?
It's probably fishes, but that sounds weird to me.
No, but I have the urge to always put an S over everything if I'm trying to make
foreign.
It plural.
That's what crisis is? I don't think that sounds right. It's crises.
Stop talking about us then. They're not going to take us serious. Anyways, there's different birds. You know what? Let's do felines, because it'll be easier. Because I can name lions, tigers,
bears,
Black Panther. That's a feline?
No, it's just the song. Lions, tigers.
Oh, I was like, what? Tab. I said, where are you going with this?
Song reference.
Okay, Jasmine Sullivan, I'm there with you now, okay? Lions, tigers, and bears. Okay. A lion and a tiger,
yes,
can reproduce.
A liger, yes.
Yes. But should they reproduce together?
Napoleon Dynamite thinks they should.
They should. And just because you can, you shouldn't. Just because you love somebody does not necessarily mean that you have to be with them. So it's like, just because we can reproduce with a white person, an Asian person, that doesn't necessarily mean that we have to. Because, again, we're trying to, regardless if you know it or not, we're all leaving legacies.
Your bloodline.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you talk. I'm going to look for something real quick. Yes.
You talk. You see how I just got put me in, coach?
Basically, when we mix, it just brings a lot of confusions.
Yeah.
Yeah, so talk real quick. I gotta look for this.
Lion. Oh, I was gonna sing
recite Unrequited Love. Y'all wanna hear Unrequited Love?
No,
Tag, come on, please.
They've heard this one
and that's fine.
They've heard this one
This is for the new viewers. We get the views. We get the views, right? Go ahead, Unrequited Love.
No, I won't do Unrequited Love.
Okay, do the milk and snake. You're lactose intolerant.
Oh.
Come on.
That's a long one. I can't do that long one. But the
the people
the
something,
thing
please.
The thing she's referencing is, I said, for me, you're like sweet honey.
That's it. It's okay. I found what I needed.
Oh, you're like honey and sweet milk, something like that. But I never had a taste for sugary sweets, and I'm lactose intolerant. It sounds better in the poem. Please check out COVID and Emotions. It's not in that, but I have another book dropping. Go ahead.
Emotion. Rest in peace, Tina Turner. So she was with a white man.
Damn, why'd you set it up like that, bro?
And, you know, I would, you know how I feel about black women with, like, non-black men. I love it.
Yeah.
Y'all wasn't expecting
but
that, was it?
No. But that's not right.
I know it's not right, but it's just like, I understand the fight.
Mm-hmm. For black women.
The struggle.
But would you not want them to, like, would you not want to influence that same thought that just because you can doesn't mean you should?
Both men and women both have biological clocks.
Mm-hmm.
But women's, there is like more prominent. You can see it more. Just because you're 100 years old and you have a child does not mean that your child's going to come out A-okay. But if that's what you want to do, A-okay. Anyways. If you want to have a family and you're ready and then somebody, I mean, I'm not going to do this. And somebody who's non-black approaches you and they care about you and they love you.
That's how I view love.
Anyways, y'all,
let them cook.
And this is my concern with why it's important to who we you know, surround ourselves with, because that money can go back in the black community and it's not even going to see the light of day in the black community at all. I promise you that.
My head is hurting.
Millions. And then we are literally giving white people more money.
So what's your take? That
I'm just trying to show you that who you're with.
So you sympathize with white women being outside of their race, but you still think they shouldn't.
You said black women?
I mean black women.
Yes.
So,
I still, I think it's wrong. Whatever is good for the goose is good for the gander.
That's different.
Yeah, like, y'all, but we both shouldn't. But I understand because I'm a woman, so I sympathize with women more. Like, yeah, these niggas they don't.
Damn.
They're not getting their shit together. So if Can and all these other names,
mm-hmm.
if they want to step up to you and they're approaching the way that you want to be approached, I understand that. And I get it. I'm not going to do it, but I'm not going to scold them and be like, why would you do that? Black love is tiring. Okay. Damn. Very much tiring. Yeah.
That's depressing. So then what do you think will happen
to
black people and black love?
It's still going to be there. At one point of my life, I really thought that black love was like disappearing. Mm-hmm. But I'm realizing there's a lot of people in this world. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean that it's still not disappearing. It is slowly. It's shipping away. But because it's
do
not.
You think white love is too?
Heck no.
I think it's all because of all the mixes. Like you saw that post that said by the year 2080, whatever,
we'll all be mixed.
Everybody's gonna look this certain way. So like, yeah, those things are.
I don't think it's gonna go away because for white people, they are true to themselves.
But I mean, with all the intermixing, they can't stay true to themselves.
But they always go back.
Not when they're married. Like there's mixed race couples, or there's interracial couples that die together.
Yes. But let's say your kids are mixed. Mm-hmm. 9 times out of 10, who do you think they're going to be with? A black person or a white person?
So in my head, it depends on who they were raised with the most or who they were most common with. Regardless of it being the mom or the father, even though I've already said my views on the differences. But if they are more so with their white parent or more so with their black parent, they're going to go towards whatever that.
That would be true. I would agree with you. But in the era that we're in where light is right, you know, be with somebody ambiguous. It gets our dark skinned black men. So why would it not get a biracial man? Why would he not also be stumped?
I don't know, because sometimes you see a lot of light skinned men with dark skinned women.
Yeah, I'm not saying that that doesn't happen.
No, I mean, I see that a lot.
That's just my
I
just find out somebody who I know who's light skinned. His fiance is my complexion, so I get that. But that doesn't negate the fact that I still believe that it's still fading away. That they might be in love with a dark skinned woman, but they might get caught up with a light skinned woman or an ambiguous woman or whatever it is. They might get caught up.
That's like our view here in America.
Yeah,
because in Africa, with being in your own, you are only.
Yes and no, because you can even relate that with Haiti. Like, the lighter you are,
colorism is prominent everywhere. Yeah,
I feel like it still plays a part in that sense. And everybody's trying to get out, and when they get out, who did they go and who did they get? Who were they with? These non-black women. They don't go and you know how, especially in our generation as a Congolese, I don't think I'm going to see another Congolese with another Congolese American like get married. Like that's not happening. It's just not going to happen. Even if they're both American and they came here around the same time.
Yeah, but that's sad to think.
Yeah, it's just not going to happen.
Because it's like almost being preconditioned to believe that that's your rite of passage. You have to, like, that's what you have to do to make it.
Yeah. So it's dying off a little bit to me. It's not going the way I used to think in my head. Like I thought it was like, damn, it's dead. It's dead. Hip hop is dead. It's dead. It's like, no, it's not dead, but it is dying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I feel about that.
Well, let us know in the comments
below. Is Black love dying?
Is Black love
or
dying?
Is it still thriving? And that's why I kind of, white people are like, we don't want to go back in the past. Like when people say, if you want to go back in the past, white people are like, well, we don't want to. Why? When was it ever good for us?
What would be? Why is that your answer? Your answer.
But the unity we had, the love we have for each other, I would love for us to get back to that.
Do you think it's
dead?
You don't. So you have zero hope.
I mean, when we had Bishop, I don't.
But that's the only thing that he said we did have. So you say you don't even have that. That's the only. You just took the last thing.
Yeah, But I believe in God, so He can work His miracles. But
I believe that it's still possible. Like resilience in Black people is one of the strongest traits.
When we have the same fight, well, if we have the same fight, but that's if you even know you're fighting a fight. Yeah. Like if you don't even know that you have a fight to fight.
That's why it's important to surround yourself in the community. Like when I go to the art events and you've come to some, when you see all these Black artists, like whether they're visual artists or rappers,
and then who they usually with? They bring their white girlfriend, her Spanish girlfriend.
I understand that.
And
but
you're like, what?
I understand that, but of course, those things are still going to overlap because in the real world, those things happen excessively. But when you go to the melanin market, of course, there was white people there. But did you see how many Black people had tents of their businesses? When you surround yourself with that, you have little Black kids walking down there and they're like, oh, that's Black owned, Black owned, Black owned, Black owned. You're warping their whole like view that we didn't grow up on that.
Yes, I'm just not going to hold my breath. But I'm still going to fight the good fight because if I'm blessed with kids or nieces, nephews, I'm still going to educate them because that's who I am. Like
she is.
That's who I am.
She made her brother and her sister, younger sister and brother. Did you make?
Yeah, he wasn't there.
No, I know. But did you ever tell him to watch it or?
You probably did. Yeah. I told everybody to watch it.
She made them actually sit down and watch Haitian Revolution, the documentary 1804, and then to say, not just watch it. They couldn't just watch it and go play.
And I quizzed them. I said, name all the main characters.
No. What's the other one?
Yeah. I ain't play with them.
Yeah.
that's who I am. I like to educate. The things that I know and I'm sure of and I'm proud of, I'm going to educate them. I'm going to push that out.
As you should.
So that's what I'll be doing. But to say that I'm just waiting for that day to come where
I don't think we'll see it. Yeah. I guess
so it's just like that shouldn't even be my worry.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see it. It's the same way. I have a warped view on that because the way society is moving right now, we are not headed in the right direction. But what I will say is, while there's so much bad happening, there's some good there's pockets of good, and you can place yourself within the good pockets. That's what I think. The whole house is on fire, but that bathroom, and it didn't get hit yet, so go hide in there or something. I don't know. But there's good pockets where you can surround yourself in certain areas where you're not going to be affected by so much dysfunction.
Okay, let's do a lighter topic.
A lighter topic. Do you have a lighter topic? Because it's getting real tough in my brain right now.
Okay. Do you want to be the woman he loves or his wife? I want to be the woman he loves.
So this can go both ways.
I ain't got to be his wife.
This can go both ways. It depends on what woman you are. If you're a woman who is, I ain't saying she a gold digger. Let me stop. But
she ain't Mr. Window broke.
So if you are looking for assets or what you can take out of somebody, you definitely want to be his wife. Point blank. Who didn't sign the prenup. That's what you would do. But if you are more I don't even want to say that, but if you are want to be emotionally tied or linked to someone, you would want to be the one he's in love with. But that's sad, because why would you want to be emotionally attached to a man who's married?
He's attached to me.
That's sick.
I didn't say I loved him. He loves me.
That's even sicker. I want you to love me, but I don't want to love you.
I'm sorry. Yeah. No. I love you as a brother.
No, he does not love you like that. He doesn't love you as a sister. He loves you as
brother.
No. I don't know how to answer that question, because I would want to be equally loved. I don't want to be in no mix up. I don't want to be, oh yeah, you got to meet me here at 10 because she's going to pick up the kids.
And I'm I'm not even saying, okay, because from the show Walker that I watched, the guy that died in the show, he was,
spoiler alert if you watch
spoiler
Walker.
Alert.
I don't watch it.
I mean, this is old. This is like season 1.
Oh, she said it's so old that you don't even deserve a spoiler alert.
Okay, spoiler alert. Anyways, the grandma was going to marry the guy, and on the day that she got engaged, she met her husband, who was not her fiance, and then he proposed. He was like, hey, I'm trying to be with you. And then she just knew that was her husband, that her fiance wasn't, so she was cut off engagement.
Wait, so she met him that day?
She met her husband that day.
Cut off an engagement?
No. She got engaged. She went somewhere, and she met this dude. I guess she went to go get a drink.
But didn't know that person at all?
No, she didn't know that person at all. I don't think she did.
Yeah,
I don't believe she did. But once he sat down with her and they were talking, and she just was like, oh no, this is my husband. And so she called off that engagement with the other person. He was still in love with her. Like, he loved her. And when he got married, his wife was like, he always loved you. He always came to you and told you everything. Like, y'all had this bond that me and him could never have. And it's just like, okay, but I let that man go. Like, she was happy with her relationship. Like, I let him go. Like, he's all yours. I'm sorry that he is still in love with me, but I'm happy with my husband. So she was the woman that he married, but the other woman was the woman that he loved, that he wanted to actually be with, but it wasn't reciprocated.
I don't want to be neither one of those.
But if you had to pick one,
I won't pick shit. I can't, because I know what it feels like. Listen, God did me right. Not really at the time. I didn't think so. So, like I said, I'm not like big in dating or whatever. So I know what it feels like to want and not be wanted, and I know what it feels like to not want and to be wanted. And neither one of those feel
good.
good.
I'm not saying that they feel good, but if you have
to pick I'm not choosing nothing.
If I had to pick one, I would pick the woman that he loves because I moved on, and it's a tough world out there.
No, because my heart would. So you see how you're like, it's a tough world.
Because I'm that person who I love somebody and they walked away from me. So
yeah, I know, but you could be okay with it. You could work through those feelings. I didn't know how to work through those feelings. I wouldn't do that again.
You gotta run.
Because my heart would hurt. The fact that I can't love you the way that you're wanting so badly to be loved, and I genuinely don't have that for you. That makes me feel terrible. I always feel bad when I can't fix something, and then now you're telling me that all I have to do is love you, and I can't even do that. I can't. I can love you as a person because I appreciate you.
Yeah.
But I can't love you in the way you want me to. That hurts. What would y'all do? Some of y'all already doing it.
They gonna pick They gonna pick what I said.
No, what if they want the money? So they're like, I want the wife.
Yeah,
because as the wife, I have the house, I have the car, I have the da 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 da. Yeah. Dang. That's difficult.
I guess maybe because I'm scarred. I don't want to seem like I'm a mean person.
You're not. I don't think you're mean.
Yeah, but it's like I'd rather have somebody who loves me that I don't. Because just like I work through it, hopefully you can work through it. I don't want to. I don't want to go through that work anymore. Like I don't. I've done my work.
That's not easy.
It's somebody else's time to do their work. It's not.
Sheesh. That's not easy. Some people don't even ever get to like. Look, he's married to a woman who's crying to the woman he loved probably 20 years ago. Some people never work through it. They never grow out of that. I'm blessed to have done that. This was like puppy dog love. And there was really no like deep ties because but sheesh.
Y'all know what it is. Somebody he loved. I don't want to be the wife. We don't want to be the wife here. I don't want to be with you because you're.
Is this a breakup?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm breaking up with you. I don't want to. I don't want to be with you.
Since 9th? Really? We're gonna do this now, right now, in front of them? All right. I don't want to be with you. Go.
I don't want to be with you because you're fat. That's hurtful.
I think that is very hurtful. But I know a lot of people would do that because they were attracted to you at the earlier point and you're changing from that attraction. So this guy used the same thing. A woman is used to this man bringing 6 figures. He makes $150K every year. He lost his job. He's reduced down to $70K.
That's still a lot of money.
But she's not working. Right. So now he comes to you and he's like, I lost my job. I'm making $70K now. So things are going to be a little bit tighter. We'll be able to take care of ourselves, but we're going to have to live within our means. We can't do all that extravagant stuff. She's like, I'm breaking up with you.
Well, are they married?
No.
Oh, they're just dating?
Yeah. But I'm breaking up with you.
First of all, thank you. Thank you. Next.
I'm breaking up with you because you're not making the amount of money
Baby, you're
that
not
I
making
wanted.
no money.
Yeah, but when I started dating you, you were up here. And now you're down here. So you're not doing what attracted me. One of the things that attracted me was your money.
Financial means, physical attributions, some physical attribution, those can be changed. So when that's your reasoning for not wanting to be with somebody, that's like, not knowing how to wash your ass. That's a good reason not to be with somebody.
How did we get this far? That's the real question. How did we get this far? I'm talking like, did we just meet and go on the first date and I realized you don't know how to wash your ass? Yeah. Well, I realized that a little too quick too. How did I realize that? Well, my point is, someone's hygiene, before you make any big steps like moving in with them or putting bank accounts, like merging bank accounts, you need to know certain things about this person.
Do they lotion their feet? That's my biggest thing.
There was someone who I thought was attractive for you. I'll be looking at people for her. Anyways, and I was like, because this right here was like ashy and his ankles and feet. And
okay. I was like, I thought maybe it was just this. No. Because this is okay.
Yeah, because he was tall and everything. And I was like, that is so crazy because I could see that. But
with who?
It was somebody.
Do I know somebody?
I don't know. It was at a store. I feel like I texted you about it.
Oh.
I feel like I texted you about it. It was in a store. I was somewhere out. And I was like, if she saw that, she would not want... So if he was wearing,
it was a bad day,
and he was wearing socks over the ash and shoes over the ash,
and that's how you do it. It's that simple.
Well, why don't you just tell them? Why don't you just go? Come on, babe. I bought you some lotion.
Listen,
babe, I bought you some lotion. I just need you to.
Okay, you had Thane. You had Thane. Thane is light skinned, so you can't really see the ash. Roy, you have to beg this man, please put some. Why am I begging you to put some lotion on? You look white as hell. I'm trying to help you out, and I'm begging, put some lotion on.
But I will say, light-skinned people can, but when they can, that means the ash is severe. I'm not calling him out, but we used to work with him. He's my friend. I literally have lotion on my desk for him. I left it there for him. Big shouts out to you because I know you watch it and I know that you know I'm talking about you. But it's just there.
I'm not begging no man.
He doesn't want to put it on. I don't want to say a lot of men. A good bit of men don't put lotion on.
No. And then that's how your feet start cracking. You're 30 years old and your feet looking like they 50 years old. I can't do that. And you want me to massage your feet? I'm not doing that.
How about you massage his feet?
You got the wrong
that the
one.
Lotion, so his feet won't be like that.
You don't understand. Like, I think Rory traumatized me. We had to beg this man, put some lotion on. He's like, I put lotion. And you know how kids be trying to lie to you. And it's like, what? You put lotion on, and then you do the scratch test. Look, y'all can't see nothing because I put lotion on. If y'all don't know, I'm going to put y'all on game. Vaseline works perfect for everything.
You got a cut? Vaseline. It'll heal, I promise you.
Tad, this boy I don't know how he got this. He had this nasty cut and it was like healing. And I was like, Roy, put some Vaseline on it so it could heal up real nice. He was doing it and then he stopped. I'm like, do you see how nice it was healing? Why did you think that it would be okay for you to stop right here?
That's what people do when they take medication. I feel better now. I don't need it. Get sick again.
And I'm supposed to be the man like that?
Well, let's give this man the benefit of the doubt. Roy was a child.
He was. I don't know how he is now. Maybe
he's better. You know, he's older. He be probably looking for a girlfriend. He's like, maybe I need to not be ashy. Or not. Who knows? But what I'm saying is, you could maybe help.
I have to see it to believe it.
You could help that man. You could tell that man.
Oh no, that's not how. That's
so
not
he
how.
has every attribute you like.
No, stop doing that shit to me. Stop doing that shit to me, because I'm not settling.
He has everything. He makes you happy. He washes dishes sometimes.
Hygiene is very important.
He surprises you. He listens.
I know. Okay, but hygiene.
But he's clean. That's how he got ashy. He got up out the shower and just didn't lotion up. He's clean.
Okay, but Tad,
he just didn't lotion up.
So every day I got to remind you to put lotion on. Like, that's just not a fight that I want to have every day.
Would you rather have that fight or would you have the fight of like thinking that he's being
unfaithful?
Yeah. Choose your battles. I'd rather tell you every day put that lotion on than for me to think that you're cheating.
I rather have, just like how you can't pick, I can't pick either.
Damn.
I just can't.
That's tough.
I just can't.
That's tough.
Because it's, okay, you could be like, okay, I have no problem reminding you, but then he's going to take it like, she's always on me, always on me. And you turn from his wife to his mom. And that dynamic change.
I'm going to start making it like, what is it called? Like sexy time. Lotion up your feet. And I'm like, look at him. He don't even know. Going behind the heel. Look at him. He don't even know.
You're going to change that dynamic. And I'd rather not even like.
Damn.
Because you cheating on me, that's not your mom and you dynamic. That's a husband and wife, girlfriend, boyfriend dynamic.
That
Bitch, I'm
be.
beating your
That should not be.
I'm beating your ass.
I'm not. I already know if I ever was cheated on, I know how I'm doing it.
How you doing it?
I'm not crazy. I wish.
Listen.
I wish.
Listen. You sound like that patient.
Oh. Yo.
I'm not crazy.
I was like,
I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Okay, you hear me?
no, but I'm not one to key your car, break your games. I'm not doing that. But I will be so emotional and sad because I know that there's no back and forth that's going to happen because I'm done. Like, I'm truly done. There's we don't need to talk about it because what I know is already enough for me to go.
Yeah.
And it's going to hurt me because I'm attached. So I will get all my stuff. But as I'm packing my stuff, I just want to let you know the destruction I'm creating in my mind. The amount of stuff I'm ripping and cutting and burning in my head is just crazy. But I'll leave it the way that, I came in. And then that'll be that. But I'll be in so much pain.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see this coming and I would never do that to you. That'll be hard. But I know some stories of people who keying cars, eggs on cars, stuff like that. And they feel good after, but they still have to go through the burden of losing that person.
So go ahead and just start healing.
Or right before they become a situationship.
Just
I don't know.
Start healing.
Just start healing.
Just do it.
It doesn't hurt any less. just go into that. Just start healing. Just start healing.
Yeah, it's like you can't win to lose.
Damn. That's tough. Why do y'all gotta do that?
Why do you do that? Shh. Come on, Nikki been told y'all.
She was breaking plates.
She been told y'all.
Did it on them.
Come on now. Come on. I'm not gonna settle. And I'd rather not be in a relationship than be in a relationship and having to settle. I don't want to tell my significant other, hey, lotion up, hey, put some perfume on, or put deodorant on, or, put the seat down. I mean, yes,
that one might happen though.
Yes, there's times I can remind you. I can remind you, but if that's like a daily task for me, oh no. Okay, question. Never mind.
You gonna ask me after hours? I want to know.
Yeah. Anything else before we wrap it up?
I guess not, but I want to know what this is, this question of yours. I think we're going to have to cut a lot of this.
So you going to tell them to cut it?
We'll see. Okay, so do the overview.
Ooh. People of color versus colored people. We talked about diversity versus inclusivity and tokenism. I don't care for inclusivity at all.
For how it's portrayed, how it's practiced.
Yeah, how it's practiced. Because on paper, everything sounds good. But the reality is it's like taking a salt fish and putting it in fresh water. And saying, oh, look, it's still water. That nigga is dead. You didn't create an environment. Like, you guys don't create environments for these people that you're bringing in. So if you're not creating environments for them, like, it's like sink or swim, it's on y'all. And it's like, well, we hired a black person. Yeah, but y'all didn't make the environment, a safe place for this black person. So how did you expect them to win or to actually grow and to do well? It doesn't make sense at all. So probably everything is just messed up. Everything is just messed up. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what to say now. Everything is just messed up. And then what else we talked about? We talked about oh my goodness, what did we talk about? Try out my mind. Cheating.
And if you want to be the wife or the girl he's in love with.
The girl he's in love with.
Neither. I can't. That makes my head hurt. That just already makes my head hurt.
Yeah, we just talked about relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Check out the other podcasts that we
Please
have. Support, comment,
answer our questions.
Yes.
Because I think one of our reels, we did actually get people in the comments saying stuff, and that's the DNA one. That was good. We want your feedback. We want to know what y'all think.
Maybe not too much feedback because we
Oh,
are
yeah,
sensitive.
some of them were coming for our throats, but hey, the comments will stay there because other people might read it and be like, yeah, they stupid. And we might be. But yeah, so interact with us so that we also have topics that we could talk about in the near future. We appreciate y'all. So how do I usually do the outro?
It's your girl, Typical Tat.
It's your girl, Typical Tat, a.k.a. Tetsuya D.
And your girl, Vasilisa. Wow. Yeah, the great one, a.k.a. Vasilisa G.
And we are signing off.